Gonna go live, Facebook Live right now, Mixtape Monday once again. Thank you everybody for joining us. We have an amazing guest this afternoon, this evening. Not sure where everybody's time zone is at. Yeah, perfect.
Hey, there I am.
There you are. Oh, this makes me so excited. I am so happy to finally be seeing you again. It feels like months since we've seen each other, but I guess it actually has been months now, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Nam was the last time I saw you.
Nam was the last time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and we didn't have.
And Nam was the first time.
It was. But it won't be the last time.
Oh, hell no.
That was such a fun time. We didn't get enough time to hang out, unfortunately. But as always, we did come prepared, and we are dressed
right?
Exactly the same. No,
I know,
folks,
right? We still didn't plan this.
We didn't plan it. You took the words right out of my mouth. We did not plan this. It just happens.
Evil twins.
Twins.
That's
Hashtag for life. Real quick backstory. When I went to go meet Tim at the Tech New York 21 booth at NAMM, because I am such a huge fan of his and has been for such a long time. I walk up to him and we just happen to be dressed exactly the same.
Yeah, gray and black. Yeah, and that's when I knew we were low lives for life. That's it.
Low lives for life. And we have been great friends since then. And Tim has actually helped me through some of my low points these past couple of months. And he's been a great friend to me. And I'm just so happy and stoked to have him today on the show for Mixtape Mondays. And everybody, please give Tim a warm welcome. Woo!
Hello. Who do we got there?
Who do we have here? If I could manage this, that would be great.
I see that we got 42 people watching. So, oh, here they come. Michael Kowalski,
Perfect.
of course.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy? Mike lends me a jazz bass whenever I play in the Northeast. Anyway.
Oh.
I mean, he came to Cleveland. He came to Niagara. Detroit. The guy just... He's my well, now I got my jazz bass with me now because I live here. So
perfect. But sometimes
go ahead.
You can't always travel with all your basses, so sometimes you have to have friends to help you out.
I bring that black Rick to every show. Sometimes white Rick goes, but I always fly with a Rick, and then some kind soul hooks me up with a jazz bass wherever I am.
Yeah, and how do you decide when you need the Rick and when you need the jazz bass?
Certain songs just need it, like whether it's the Why Not original stuff or when we're doing some of the Rush songs that we love to do. It just depends. Sometimes a Rick is just what you need. It turns out live in a live Why Not show, I play my Rick for probably 80%, 85% of it. The jazz comes out for maybe like 4 or 5 songs,
So it just depends on your preference and the song and all that good stuff.
Yeah, especially what I recorded it on because, just sometimes a jazz bass is better suited for a particular technique or a particular song or what have you, But I really like to sling the Rick around live mostly,
Yeah, that's we are Rick and family for life. That's how I met you. I want to say is in one of the Rickenbacker groups, probably.
Yeah, I think my eyes popped out over your white 4001.
Yeah, because we have the same bass as well.
There we go.
But so you haven't named your basses yet?
Well, I have Black Rick and White Rick. That's their names. I swear to God, it says it on the case. Black Rick, White Rick. And number 1 and number 2 as far as jazz basses. And God, this thing is heavy. This thing weighs like a battleship. This is the first precision bass I ever owned in my life.
Oh, okay? Wow.
I work for Tech 21 now, up here in New Jersey. And this bad boy was just leaning in a gig bag up against the wall. and I said, let me try this thing. And I played it, and I just fell in love with it. And I promise you it's going to be on the next Why Not album.
Yeah?
But it's got beautiful wear. I mean, look at that. You know, you can see the chocolate brown underneath the black, and it's all beat up, and it just played so good. I didn't even plug it into an amp before I bought it. I was just like, this effing thing is just great. So, there you go. This is 76 Jazz Bass.
Oh, 76!
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always love our 70s basses and guitars. They give me the
oh yeah
the good feels.
Oh yeah, my Rick is a 77, and this is like 80 something. You know. Yeah.
Cool. So who do we have with us? We have Michael, we have Tanner, we have Rich, we have Carrie. Hello. We have Lisa, we have Jonathan. I love the Rush songs with the Fender Jazz Bass. We have Michael. What do you say, Tanner? You need a P bass for the first Rush album.
Yes, that's what Geddy used on the first Rush album. He used a P bass. Oh, look at the puppy.
Yeah, this is Tadpole Miles Thelonious Monk, and he's very punk rock. And he's been asking me about Fred all day long.
And wouldn't you know it, I just happen to have Fred here in my music room with me.
What?
I know, right? Come on, Fred.
What a coinky dinky, Tim.
I know, right? Fred thinks he's a piece of fruit striped gum right now.
Oh my gosh, you see that, Tadpole? Whoa, he looks like he's foaming at the mouth.
That's just the white he's got around his mouth. But yeah, he's real. No filters. No filter Fred. You know, that's just what he looks like. You know? He's
so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so pretty. He's so pretty. He did this to my thumb yesterday. Right. Fred 1, Tim's thumb 0.
Why did he bite you?
Because he's a cranky fucker. His full name is Fred Fucker Starace. Just saying. Right. Yeah. Let those murder hornets come near him. Right? Yeah, he got him.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. How long have you had Fred?
Fred just turned 1.
Oh, he's a baby.
He just had a birthday in September, yes.
Oh, awesome.
And this might be Fred's lucky weekend, because I heard there's a couple cute chameleons down in Teaneck that I'm going to go look at this week. So, just saying, there might be some little Freddies popping up in a couple months. So.
Oh my gosh, that would be too much. That'd be cuteness overload.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, well, let's get this Mixtape Monday started, and let's learn a little bit about Tim Starace.
Woohoo!
Tim Starace.
That's right,
everybody.
That's how you say it. You nailed that.
I want to know all things Tim Starace, and I want to know from the beginning, because I don't really know much of your history prior to Why Not. So I'm super curious as to how you came to this point in your life.
Okay, I'll start from the beginning. I was 9 years old, and I wanted to be Gene Simmons. I wanted to play bass from the rip. So I cut 2 strings off my brother's acoustic guitar and started making believe I was Gene Simmons, you know. And I found this record at a yard sale for 25 cents called Learn to Play Bass by Ear with the Ventures. And it was an album. And it had like A, B, C, you know, it had notes, and I would teach myself how to play La Bamba. You know, so I stuck with it for a little while. My mom bought me like this cheesy bass at the mall, you know, and I got a bass teacher, and I started learning every Kiss song I could possibly learn. That was it. Just learning all the Kiss songs. I want to play Kiss. I want to learn how to play bass. Blah, 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 blah. And then one day, I think I was like 10, he goes, listen to this stuff, and he popped in a Rush cassette. And that was it for me, you know. I just fell in, the music just sounded so different, you know. it's diametrically opposed from Kiss, but equally is appealing to me. And you know, Geddy's voice really did something inside of me. You know, I just wanted, like, holy crap, I never heard anything like this. You know, that chick really sings good. You know, I didn't know. I didn't even know what they look like. You know, and then you know, the bass and all, and then I got into them, and then it was just like, it was almost like an addiction. You know, I really didn't leave my bedroom until I was about 15. You know, it was just, I just dove into the instrument. I loved it. I wanted to learn everything I could about it, you know. So then I got into the local bands, you know, playing with kids a little older than me, then the bar scene and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, then went out to Hollywood for a little while, you know, and then.
And where are you from originally, in case
Long Island.
Wonders?
Long
Island.
Farmingdale. Strong Island. That's what it is, Strong Island. And I was in a band called Hot Shot, which did a really good album. We were working with Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee and blah, blah, blah. You know,
really?
Oh yeah, you can Google it. It's out there. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like hair metal, you know, hair band era. You know, the big hair
like,
and the spandex and all that crap. Yeah.
Wait. So did you wear spandex?
Oh yeah, there's pictures.
Stay tuned for pictures in the comments after this episode of Mixtape Mondays. We will find.
There's pictures, and then I scored a gig with Stuttering John from Howard Stern. I was playing in his band for a little while, and then I just didn't want to play no more. You know, the lifestyle caught up to me, and I just didn't want to play no more. You know, so I sold everything in 1996. Every single.
Were you just fucking? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yep, that's the word. I was just done. So I got rid of every speck of gear I had, and I went down to Florida, not knowing what I was going to do. I was just going to go down to Florida, you know. So I did that, and I didn't touch another bass for 16 years until like 2012. What? Yeah, and then I was at a function, and somebody said, "Hey, Ratchet, didn't you used to play the bass?" I said, "Yeah." So I got up on stage with the band, and we did like the Trooper and War Pigs, and I was like, I really dig this again, you know? So I got a cheesy little pawn shop bass and an amp, and then a week later I had a jazz bass and an SVT and a Rickenbacker, and I just started playing again. You know, I just started playing, and I discovered this thing called Facebook, and I do these little bass things, and, you know, people dug it, and I was having fun. I come home from work. You know, I was a mechanic, come home from work, and, you know, do these little things.
Oh, is that why they call you Ratchet? That's why they call you Ratchet?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got ratchets and tools tattooed all over me. 2112.
That was my next question. Why do they call you Ratchet?
That's why. Before Ratchet meant Ratchet. Right?
So basically, you were burnt out, and so you took a 14-year hiatus, and then 16, and then once you got back up on the stage, then you were like, oh shit, why did I ever stop?
Yes, I loved it just as much as I did when I was 9 years old in my living room with my headphones on. You know, it was just, I'm getting chills right now telling the story because I didn't realize how much I really missed it and loved it until I started it again. You know? And like I'm playing for like a year and a half now again, you know, just like after work, noodling, you know, maybe jamming with some guys. And I met Billy on Facebook. Billy, you know, and we started this, you know, doing these Rush covers online. Me, Billy, and this other drummer from Massachusetts. And then Billy got the singer, Rocky. Now it's me, Billy, and Rocky. And then we're doing these songs. And then Billy's a fantastic composer. And he goes, I got this original. You know, let's do this. And we did this original song, and people dug it. And, you know, next thing you know, we got another one and another one. And, you know, we're gaining all this traction. And he's like, shit, we got enough for an album. Let's make an album, you know? So we made an album, and then he's like, let's go to California and play. Come out here. Because he lives in California. Him and Rocky live in California. So.
Oh, really?
Yep, they live in Orange County. Yeah.
I had no idea. So you guys were a long-distance relationship.
Yeah, we never rehearsed. I think in 5 years as a band, we rehearsed maybe 5 or 6 times. Yep.
That's their little secret. You guys don't listen out there. You guys all need to practice.
Oh, no, we practice. I practice on our own. But, yeah, so he's just like, hey, come out to California. Let's do a show. You know, I'm like, okay. You know, how hard could it be? It's, 3 hours of progressive rock without rehearsing. Yeah, let's try it. You know? Place was packed. This place in San Diego called the Gas Lamp. Long Beach, whatever. And they loved it, and we just kept doing it, and people like our stuff, and now we have 2 albums out now. We're on all the street, we're just doing really well. We played all over the country, but with what's going on now, we don't. But we're working on the 3rd album now, but we're trying to make it through. So basically, this, my story, I like to tell my story because there's a lot of guys like me who are just regular blue-collar working guys who come home, put their headphones on or crank their amp up in the garage and jam, Just do it to have fun. Don't not do it. Don't think there's a bar that you got to meet. Don't think you got to be as good as this little kid from Taiwan or this guy over here or, just have freaking fun. Because when you're having fun, that's when you're playing through your instrument. And anything can happen, Anything can happen. You could be interviewed by Sunshine Cantu one day, Whoa! Oh, look, you got an album.
I was about to show it, yeah. Todd, you are very right. Practice and rehearsal are 2 different things, and some people can just go at it, and they don't need much rehearsal because you either got it or you don't got it. Now, I was going to show this very lovely album here. It is actually signed by the great Tim Starace, and it has very, very lovely cover art. And I do love the little book and everything that you guys have in here.
You.
Who designed
that? Is designed by Paul Tippett from Danforth and Pape. He's a famous album designer, artist, and he's very active in the progressive rock community. Yeah, he does a real good job, and he's been with us from the beginning. It's
very, very nice, very nicely done, and I highly suggest anybody that does not have the album go out and purchase it. Yeah, I was going to ask you what exactly the phenomenon is that is why not? Because every time I say, oh, it's a Rush cover band, or oh, it's a Rush tribute band, boy, do I get attacked. Okay, so
in a good way, I hope. Right?
Yeah. So always in
our fans are very friendly. Yeah.
So just explain to me exactly what the phenomenon is. You kind of already gave us an introduction.
Well, when we started doing like the Rush things just for fun, people were really interested and really excited, and the mighty Rush was winding down, just about the time that we started making our original material, and albeit, the earliest material was most definitely a nod to Rush, you know what I mean? But, as we started to grow as a band, Billy, started to write more of us into it, but we seem to have, filled some sort of gap that, albeit so small, because, you can never replace Rush, that, the fans of that genre, kind of latched onto us and really, could see what we were doing. We were doing this for the love of what we're doing. We enjoy it. And, we never tried to be a tribute band. We love playing old Rush. It's what we're good at. It's what we grew up on, and it's in our wheelhouse, and it's challenging, and it's fun, and people love it. So that's how it all snowballed. We'll never stop playing Rush because we love it. But we will continue to make more new music, as long as the folks like it, and they do. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing anything, So
sure.
It's all about the people.
Excuse me. What does it feel like to be compared to Geddy Lee?
It's very humbling, you know. It really is. You know, I mean, I don't think I could compare myself to him, but it's very flattering. It's very flattering, you know. But I like to think of it as, you know, I'm honoring, you know, the big impact he made on my life in playing bass, you know.
It says, Jim Kane says here, when Geddy heard the first album, he said of Tim's playing, "I want my fingers back."
He did.
Is that true?
Yep, there's actually a picture of him holding the album when he said it. Yeah. Yep.
I always wondered about that picture. I didn't think it was photoshopped.
No,
It's
true.
so badass.
There's a video of him, and he's pointing, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Who gave him that CD?
A gentleman named Bob Williams. It was on a train.
Okay, I thought it was a plane, but okay.
No, it was a train. It was a charity event called Grapes Under Pressure that Rush does to raise money for, I think, diabetes or autism. I think it's diabetes. I'm not sure. They'll correct me because they correct me. and it just happened to be one of those things, you know, good timing and stuff like that, you know. But we had been contacted, you know, by their staff prior to that, you know, that they're flattered and they really like what we do, and we really don't talk about this a lot, but you know, we were contacted before Neil's passing, you know, to perform at his daughter's 10th birthday.
Oh wow!
On a yacht in Marina del Rey, you know,
wow.
So that was all happening and rolling until, you know, it just, you know, got postponed and postponed and postponed. That never happened. But, you know, that's the ultimate, you know, that we could ever, you know. And she liked the original stuff.
Yeah, which is super cool. When do you, I guess I assume that you guys have just been really busting out a lot of songs and stuff through the whole COVID.
Well, we started, you're wearing the shirt, the Why Not Social Distance Club, which you could, you know, whynotband.com, you could find out all about that. It was kind of something that we were doing in lieu of live music, you know, where our fans could, you know, get to know us better. We were offering, you know, exclusive content and exclusive gear and, you know, daily updates available only to them, you know, stuff like that. Just, you know, we're a big family, you know, and in the meantime, we've, you know, produced some new videos and done a couple covers or two or three, but it looks like there's not going to be any shows for a while. You know, unfortunately, we just found out that the October dates, Chicago, Detroit, and Cleveland, are not going to happen. So, in the meantime, we're doing some more giveaways. I'm giving away an acoustic bass that I used on a couple of the videos, and that'll be for the Social Distance Club members. And we're starting work on Why Not 3. So we're going to take this time to be extremely productive. And there's a few other releases that we kind of got tucked away that we're going to be, just saying, that we're going to be doing in the meantime. But basically, we're going to take this time and be as productive as we can while still, you know, trying to, you know, keep the fans of our music excited and entertained, you know.
Cool. Let me read through some of these comments from some of your fans. And if you guys have questions for Tim, please drop them in the comments so we can answer them. Let's see. Daniel from Arizona. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. AKA Spaghetti Lee. Okie dokie. Hot Shot.
Yeah,
he's a bass player. Oh, is that your first band, right? That you said
that was the Long Island band, the Motley Crue band, yeah. Nicky and Tommy, yeah.
The spandex days.
Yeah.
Let's see. Why not? Once you start playing, it's in your blood for life.
Truth.
Your covers are brilliant. Come to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, we're so there.
Matthew says. We want to see you in Omaha, Nebraska, please.
I'd love to go.
What else? You've inspired me to pick up the bass after 18 years, says Michael.
I'm telling you, man, do it. Don't not do it, man. Just get it, play it, and just have fun.
Oh,
You know?
I love that.
That's what it's all about, you know?
Michael says that the why not phenomenon is simple. You guys, it's good music by great, real people who love their fans as much as the fans love the band.
We really do. I'm getting chills that he said that. You know, I think we're extremely accessible. We answer almost every comment we can. You know, emails. You know, we're always private messaging, talking, blah blah blah. You know, we love these guys. We love all you guys. You know, and the coolest thing is to like be at, you know, the meet and greet table after a show for practically as long as the show was. You know, like, you know, a couple of these guys will tell you we're there 3.5 hours. I mean, they're kicking us out of the club.
Oh,
you know,
that's
just
great.
hanging till every single person gets to say hello or does whatever they want, gets a picture. You know, I'm flattered. You know, that this guy drove 14 hours. You know, to come where, you know, it's just unreal. Flew from
That's
London.
amazing.
You know, it's amazing. It's blew me away. You know, that's why we can't do enough for you guys. We can't do enough for you.
Okay,
You
Vince says, I've seen Why Not several times. You guys have awesome music. Todd says, Chemical Burn is one of the greatest musical pieces I've ever heard.
Thank you, guys.
When will Why Not be playing in Northern California? Well, that's a good question.
You know what? We had so many dates planned this year. You know, we Why Not's distributed by Sony Orchard now. A lot of stuff happening now. You know, so we have, you know, worldwide distribution. We hooked up with David Maida Presents, and we were booking New York. We're booking the whole country. We already played across the whole country, but we were really set to really like kill it this year. And we're gonna do the same thing as soon as everything comes back online. You know, if we can make it happen and it makes sense, we'll play there. You know, and a lot of times the shows we get are the fans who do it. They're like, they will email a club 5,000 times, and the club owners will be like, "Listen, can you get them to stop? We'll give you a show." You know, and then they'll all show up. You know, it's incredible. You know, it's happened more times than I can count. We have
awesome.
we have the best fan base that I could ever imagine. You know.
Oh my gosh, that's badass. Okay. So let's see what else. I'm just going to get caught up with these comments, and then we're going to get into
Somebody asked about work.
History.
Somebody asked about work. So I was a mechanic the whole 16 years that I didn't play, you know. And then continued, I'd like to talk about what I'm doing now for work, you know. Now, as of June 1st, I am the production manager / artist for Tech NYC. It's like the dream job, you know. I wake up every morning, right? I wake up every morning like the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. It's time to make the pedals, time to make the Sans Amps, you know. And it's just like it's a dream job. I mean, the company, I had no idea that they were that awesome and detail oriented and quality oriented. It's just nuts, you know. But you know,
so dreams do come true.
Yeah, and the only thing that exceeds the quality of the product is the quality of the people. You know, they're just insane. They're great. So, that's all.
And how did you get to meet the Tech New York 21 guys?
Well, I was doing these little videos, you know, and using their stuff, and I think I sent them one, and I got the Facebook message, "Oh yeah, it's really cool." You know, and then I sent them another one, and then, you know, it just started rolling. People started really digging it. And I started a dialogue with them, and, you know, it just kept growing and growing. You know, a friendship was created, you know, because that's what success is. Success is a friendship, you know, most of the time, you know. So we became really good friends, and then I met him at NAMM, and then we became more friends, and, you know, then I got to, you know, demo the gear, and then French, you know, just grew and grew and grew. You know, I can only imagine where it'll be in 5 years. You know.
Yeah.
So.
How many times have you been to NAMM?
3. Just 3.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So third time's a charm, because that's when we met.
Totally. Woohoo!
Woo! Okay, A, the album 3 should be called Try Not.
Hey, try not to say that again, because that wasn't very fun. Oh, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I'll try not to remember you said that. You're awesome, Tanner. I'm just kidding, man.
Oh my gosh. Kevin says that you guys canceled Detroit twice, and he's so afraid that you guys will never meet. Well, I think Kevin needs to go to NAMM next year.
Right. Well, Kevin, we didn't cancel Detroit twice. Detroit was postponed due to the COVID pandemic the first time. The October date, the same thing. Due to the fact that, A, it's still uncertain what's going on out there. B, it's a limited capacity. It costs, why not, $5,000 to land in a town. Because Billy and Rocky come from California. I now come from New York. And Mike comes from Wisconsin. So just to get everybody in town, rent backline, accommodations, transportation, costs us a lot of, we're not getting rich doing this, man. So to play to a smaller crowd combined with the conditions that are going on right now, the safety of the fans, the club, the venue, blah 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 blah. It just doesn't make sense right now. We'd rather concentrate on making music, and I promise you and guarantee you that we will be back at the Diesel, because that club, we love it. Mike, the owner, is a fantastic guy. He loves us. We will be there when this opens back up. Boof! I promise you. Over my dead body, we're gonna play the Diesel again, because that's a great place.
Thank you guys for sending in all these questions. I can't even keep up with them all. Let's see. You're a fantastic player, the best guy ever. Knothead Nation. What's that?
Oh, our fan club took on a name of their own called the Knotheads.
Oh, I love it.
I love them, right? Yeah.
Knothead Nation.
Yeah.
I'm a part of that. I'm a part of that.
You are. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's already told us your dream job at Tech 21, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing right now. What's rocks? What's that refer to?
Where's that? What?
Mark Rafferty says rocks. Does that refer to anything? I don't know. We all love Why Not. What was your career prior to becoming a rock star? He was a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
The best live band to come along in a long time. Awesome band from Bathurst, New Brunswick. So you were known throughout the world.
I guess.
What do you mean, maybe? Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Everybody they misses you. You're amazing. They love you. I mean, I can't even keep up with all the stuff that people are saying. Tell me. Come to Rochester, New York. Oh, White Castle. Tell me about your obsession with White Castle.
It started from it started. There you go. White Castle in Long Island, it was like either you go to a diner at 5 o'clock in the morning when you're done loading out of the club, or you go to White Castle. It was just like a Long Island thing. And I really love those tiny little steamed meat cookies. I really, truly do. And there's one like a block and a half from my house right now.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I White Castled out like my first 2 weeks. I'm good for a while, But whenever we would play anywhere, the first thing I would check is, where's the White Castle? So it became like a little thing. I really love to do it, but I'd always, take a shot in front of the White Castle. Maybe I'm trying to get an endorsement,
How funny. I'm vegetarian, and I've been vegetarian for a long time, but I'm from Texas, and I moved to California a while back, but I swear I've never seen a White Castle, but maybe I just haven't been looking closely enough. So
well, Don't get a frozen one. Wait till you're around where they are one. And Rocky's a vegetarian. I got her to try one.
Did you really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Do you guys have any considerations on doing drive-in type shows?
If it makes sense, yes, but I don't think it makes sense. You know, my whole thing is being up on the stage with the people. You know, it just, you know, we're making music right now. If that's what it turns into, that's all we can do, then absolutely we'll do it. But if you were to ask me right now, it's just too much of a disconnect. You know, our whole thing is the vibe and energy we get from all you guys, you know, packed up in the stage, cheering and laughing and having fun, you know.
So this is kind of cool. Like, you know how they always say, like, you're only like, I don't even know the saying, but it's like 3 or 4 people away from like knowing another person or whatever the hell. So yeah. Check this out. This guy, Ralph Herman, he went to the same college that I went to in my small Texas town in Kingsville. And he says that you encouraged him to find a first edition GLCIJ. And he recently purchased a 1980 4003 Jet Glow, and he plays it in his church. That's so badass, dude.
That's awesome.
Of course we are connected in so many ways.
Oh, and if you're from New York, it's only 2 people. 2 people.
Oh, 2 people?
Because we all know a guy.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's all over this White Castle. That's hilarious. Everybody, it is kind of weird. I think it's just like trying to evolve and adapt and find different ways of doing things. And it is very hard. You know, there's a lot of people throwing out ideas and, you know, we don't know what to do and who knows what the benefits, you know, and the consequences and shit like that are. But it's definitely like, I miss it in my heart. Like, cause that's definitely something that I use to get all my energy out is, you know, being on stage. Yeah. So
the one thing though, you know, being a remote band as we were, when this, you know, unfortunate thing occurred, we already knew how to do it. You know what I mean? Because we recorded 2 albums without ever being in the same room. Every single video that you've ever seen, you know, we've done remotely, you know, from California, Florida, blah, 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 you know. Except for the live stuff, you know, we're all together there. But, you know, so it wasn't quite of a shock to us to have this social distancing thing and still create content, you know. So, matter of fact, we got, you know, we got inquiries from, you know, some way bigger guys than us on, you know, hey, how do you guys do that? You know what I mean? So it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, when everybody had to take 2 steps back, fortunately, we only had to take 1. Or 1.5, because we kind of, you know.
Sure.
We already had this crazy way of doing music. You know, we've been doing it for 4 years. You know, so
that works for you guys. You know.
I think that helped keep us rolling. You know, because we're like, all right, well, we'll just do fucking videos. Oh.
No.
I said a naughty word.
Oh no, everybody! You should have heard me last night. I think I lost 3 or 4 Facebook friends because I couldn't keep my sailor mouth from cussing.
Oh really?
I'm like, okay. Oh yeah. I'm like, okay, Sonny.
Hey, if you try to pull that shit here, you'll just gain more. Trust me. I know my people. Hey, Richie Breimer, what's up, brother? Woo! Mark.
So yeah, I guess you know all these people, huh?
I know some of them. I know a lot of the names. I mean, I see a lot of these people online, and you know.
Tell me who came up with the idea of the social distance club.
I don't know. I think it was like a collaboration. We were trying to think of something to do, you know, and our manager was going, yeah, well, you know, like these other guys I'm working with are doing this type of thing, and you know, but they were doing it pre-COVID, you know. So we just took it another step and said, man, let's just call it Social Distance Club. Let's do it. We'll get shirts made up. We'll make it a club, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and we gave away a 12-string acoustic guitar, you know? So the second round, we're giving away an Oscar Schmidt OB100 that I used on a bunch of the videos, you know? We'll be giving that away in the next couple months. Yeah. You know, just buy a social distance shirt and you're entered to win the bass, you know? It's a really cool bass.
I love that because I was looking at the website earlier. Obviously, I've been a member of the Social Distance Club for quite a few months now.
Absolutely.
And I do love that approach because it's not like something that you have to subscribe to like monthly. It's like a one-time payment, and then you're into this club and you get exclusive content, and you can enter these exclusive giveaways and everything. And I think that's a really cool approach because it's different from the other approaches where people are paying these monthly subscription fees for exclusive content.
Right. And so, if you are already in the original club before the 12-string guitar giveaway, you're automatically entered to win the bass as well. So, so if you'd like to go buy something else, go ahead, but you don't have to. We may pick your name out of the hat anyway. Yeah.
That's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about your arsenal?
Okay. Let's start over here. This is a 1977 Rickenbacker 4001. I found this bass. This bass lived in a closet for 25 years.
Oh, that's a shame.
And it found me. I was perusing Facebook Marketplace, and all of a sudden, 4001, Orlando, X amount of dollars, And I messaged the person. I said, hey, you still got it? She goes, yeah. And I go, kind of, hard. Can I get it for, X amount? And she goes, sure. I was like, holy shit, I'll be right there. So I borrowed $400 from the guy that was living at my house because I had just bought like a 1980. It just arrived like the day before, Yeah. But I wanted a 77.
Of
this
course.
This is the same year that Getty recorded Hemispheres and everything else with, But I rolled out there as I'm driving. I'm putting the 1980 for sale on Facebook as I'm driving, blah, blah, blah. And it sells before I even get to the other house. I'm like, whoa, great, somebody bought it.
Oh, wait, you sold the one that had just arrived for that one?
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. To a really cool dude up in, I think, Detroit, who promised to sell it back to me if he ever gets rid of it. Because it's such a great
cool.
thing. Oh, yeah. And I got there, and she pulled it out of the closet. And she said, this was my brother's. He passed away 25 years ago. It's been in the closet ever since, And I played it, and I felt the vibe, the mojo, And I said, thank you. And I bought it and took it out to the car. And I looked at it one more time before I put it in the car. And his guitar strap was in there. So I brought the guitar strap in and said, you should have this. It's your brother's, And
yeah,
it was one of those like the Southwestern looking ones. Remember those?
Yeah.
And this has been my number one Rick since. It's just great. I put a hip shot bridge on it.
Okay.
Which is great, and that's it. That's the only thing I've done to this bass besides finger bang the hell out of it. Yep.
What strings are on that bass?
The only strings that I use are D'Addario EXL 170 nickels. I don't use steels. There's a box of them right back there on top of my SVT.
Okay. And tell me what's so special about these strings.
I would love to, because when I used to play, way back in the day, it was Roto Sound or GHS or nothing. I lived literally footsteps away from the D'Addario factory in Farmingdale. That's where I grew up. You couldn't pay me to use their strings. I just didn't like it. Seriously. And when I got back into playing, I bought a set of Roto Sounds. They didn't last as long for me, Same thing with the other one. So I bought a $20 set of D'Addarios. And these things sound great. And then a week later, they still sound great. And a week later, and then that was just it. D'Addarios are nothing. And then last year when we were playing in New York with Why Not, we were invited to the D'Addario plant for a tour. Right? Rob Cunningham, great dude. Woo, Rob rocks. From Long Island, great guy. And I told him the story. I said, did you guys change anything, around this time? And he said, yes. And I said, well, whatever you changed really did it for me. So I really want to encourage everybody out there who, wasn't a fan of D'Addarios, try them now. Trust me. They're different than they were 10 years ago. And they're at least, not that expensive, and, they last forever. So There you go. That's why I use Diodario's. Right.
Awesome. So you use the same kind on all of your basses?
Absolutely. 45, 100, EXL 170, nickels. That's it.
Okay, you've heard it here. You've heard it here first, folks. If
Yep.
you want to sound just like Tim Starace, then all you need to do is purchase yourself a pair of Diodario strings. And
Okay.
about 50 years experience.
Yeah, right. And you need these little sausages right here. You got to learn how to fling them. Fling these little sausages.
But for real though, because I was watching your videos earlier and I was looking at your fingers and I was like, man, he's got like some like stocky fingers, you know.
Yeah.
But you move them, man. You fucking move those things, man.
They're not huge, but I learned how to fling them. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. You know, I work a little harder to hit the spot. You know, so and it works.
Bobby says you need to have your fingers insured.
Yeah. Hey, I just got insurance. Woo!
Go ahead and continue with the rest of your basses.
This one is a 1980 something 4001. 100% original. It's got a neck like a pool stick. This is the thinnest neck this way that I've ever played on a Rickenbacker. But I'll tell you one thing. Andrew Barta has like a 1969 Rickenbacker or 70 at Tech 21. It's like a piece of loose leaf paper. It's like the most incredible Rickenbacker neck ever played. But this is the second most incredible Rickenbacker neck ever played. And I bought this on one of the forums. It showed up at the house. I had a couple frets to replace. And then it became White Rick, which is the name. This is White Rick Grooves. And I wound up using this on several tracks on Resonance, the second album. It was such a good studio bass, you know. So it kind of took the place of Black Rick, you know, as my number one Rick for a little while. And I took him on the road to a bunch of shows and found out that, you know what, he's a studio bass. Rick's going to live in the studio because he records so well. But Black Rick over here cuts through like a friggin' nuclear-powered chainsaw live, you know, so that's the difference.
Now, is that because of the wiring between...
I don't know. You know what I mean? There's just
different mechanics.
There's just like this different mojo that the two, you know, instruments have. Maybe it's the wood. Maybe maybe I don't know. But there's just schmagilka. It's this thing you just can't explain.
Wait, what was the word? What'd you say?
Schmagilka. It's like schmagilka. I heard this guy Gary from Toronto say it once. It's an indescribable thing that you really can't describe. Yeah, it's just, you know. But it's got that. Both of them. Yeah. So we'll move on to the jazz basses.
Okay.
These are modern. They're modern. I have 3 of these puppies. 2 are here, and 1 lives in California with Billy. And they're made in Japan, Geddy Lee signature basses. The necks are really small on them. Stock, the pickups are fantastic. But I put Tom Brantley pickups in all my jazz basses.
Okay.
Now, Tom's the guy who makes the pickups for Geddy as well, you know? So the way, you know, he has them wrapped is just a little more grunty than like a vintage jazz bass pickup, you know, because he wound them just like Ged's was. And it seems to work really well for my style of playing, as well as combined with, you know, preamps, you know. They're really good pickups. Tom Brantley, hell of a guy in North Carolina, hit him up. Tom Brantley rewinds, you know. He's a fantastic fella, and he answers the phone when you call. So that's a big plus, you know. He's a really good guy. And then I use an assortment of these little buggers right here. This is a power driver.
Do you make those? Do you make those?
Oh, these are this is what I do at work. Woohoo! I make these, and you know, and the Doug, you know. Hold on 1 minute. Now this here puppy right here is an animal, okay? Because what it allows you to do is you have like the drive section from an RPM combined with a separate clean channel that you can blend. So this is what I'm going to be using live when we go back out on the road. You know, it's just a badass thing. So, yep, make these too. Look, it's got Getty on it. Where is he? There he is. See him?
He's right there. Yeah, that's so cool. So was it an easy transition going from being a mechanic into making pedals?
Yeah, because it's scheduling. You know, I'm the production manager, so I have numbers to meet monthly, and the people that work there are just incredible. I mean, it's like a big happy family. I don't think there's been any point in my life where every part of it has been just so wonderful, you know, until, you know, now, you know, music, you know, personal, you know, work, everything's just been great. I mean, it's just like, I feel like the luckiest man in the world with all the stuff that's going on, you know.
So do you have advice for maybe people that, I mean, I know we talked about this earlier, but it is maybe some more people are joining us now. Do you have advice for maybe these struggling musicians or people who have given up and are like just not going to play anymore, or just think that they can't play anymore?
Well, if you don't want to play anymore, don't. But don't ever give up the love of it, you know? I mean, it's never too late. It's not a contest. You know, it's not. It's just having fun. And you know what? Having fun doing it will get you so much more, you know, acceptance from everybody and joy. You know, you have to learn to play for you, you know, and not for likes or, you know, what the guy over there is thinking. You know, just, you know, what's good? Good is just somebody's opinion. You know, what really matters to you is what's good. You know, and that's what it is. If you love music, do music. Play with yourself. You know?
In more ways than one.
Hey, I tossed you that softball and you hit it over the fence. Perfect. Really, just never give up. You know.
Oh my God.
Always have fun. Always have fun doing it. I don't know. I could stress that enough. You know, because when you're having fun, that exudes out to the people. You know, and then they have fun. How could they not have fun if you're having fun? You know. It's like smiling at somebody.
That reminds me of like...
If you smile at somebody and they're not happy, they're still going to smile at you. You know?
Yeah, that's true. It's like when you're on stage, you know, and like if the crowd is losing the energy and you don't like, and then you lose your energy and then the whole place is fucked. So like, I like every gig I play it the same, no matter if I'm playing for 5 fucking people or 20,000 people, I always have the same energy.
Yep.
You know,
well, that's because you got that vibe. You know, I watched you play, you know, and that's so attractive. You know, it makes you want to smile because you're watching somebody have fun. Yeah. You know, and it just, like I said, man, just do you, you know, do you. Buy yourself a little pedal, a little bass. You don't have to have the best thing in the whole world, you know. It's the Indian, not the arrow. So that's saying.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit? What's that bass behind you?
Which one? The one on the
one behind you.
That one, that's another Getty Jazz, same as the other one. And then we already went over the P bass, yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Here,
and then the amp.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
Oh, I've missed you. It's been too long.
Yeah. Well, here I am. And then this here. This is also in the arsenal. For a short period of time, this is the bass that we're going to be giving away on the Social Distance Club. You know, it's a really cool bass. It's an Oscar Schmidt. I think Washburn has something to do with this.
Yay, we get to hear him play! Woo! Hercules! Hercules!
There you go, a little chemical burn. But there you go. So this is a killer bass. I bought this from a dude who bought it from a dude. And I paid like, you know, whatever for it. But it's worth it, you know. So, and somebody's going to win this bass. So
That's so cool.
whynotband.com. Buy a social distance shirt and this could be yours. But
And you're gonna become a member of the Social Distance Club and have exclusive content sent to your email every day.
Oh yeah, you know, we do cool stuff, you know. We do silly little videos. Like Rocky does those cool jewelry making videos and how to make tea and, you know, all that other cool stuff, you know, so.
Do you make huh? You should do candle making videos and tie-dye t-shirts.
Yeah, Rocky makes everything. Well, hold on, here, I got something else. Oh, Madonna mia, bafangu.
Whoa!
Oh, Jesus. These are my pedals. I can see it through here. I tap dance on these the whole night. Yeah.
You're cracking me up.
I do. And I'm not too nimble. But, you know, I learned how to do it. I play keyboards with this while I'm playing the bass. And, you know, Billy writes really cool stuff. And, you know, the Rush stuff uses all this stuff too. It's basically just a keyboard, that you play with your feet.
So like a bass synth kind of thing, or?
Well, it's if you listen to Rush, there's a lot of keyboards in the background while Gabe's playing the bass. He's playing these. Yeah. So he's doing that. He's playing with his feet, and he's singing. He's an alien. He's just an alien. I swear to God, in 1982 at Madison Square Garden, I saw his eyes blink vertically. I'm telling you, he's an alien. Alien.
How many times have you seen Rush live?
Whole lot. Yeah, a whole lot since I was a little kid. You know, I kind of bailed when I got out of music. I kind of, wasn't, I got out of music. It was like I was almost punishing myself from it, but blah. But I saw him a whole bunch of times. I saw him in the early years, when they were really dominant, and I'll never forget being a little kid at Nassau Coliseum, maybe 1978, and my brother took me, and I had to pee, so he took me to the bathroom, and Geddy's bass in the bathroom at Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, Long Island, was fucking incredible. I said it. It was cutting through the walls. It was just like unbelievable. The tone, it was like a hive of wasps and Godzilla meeting. It was just brutal, But I remember that clear as day,
Yeah, wow, that's so crazy. So I took a little poll on Sunshine and the Bass Kids earlier this week, and I asked everybody to give us their favorite Rush album. Can you give me a guess of what you think that album would be?
Well, I can go with what I think the public likes, and then I could go with what I like. So I'm going to go with what I think the general... God, I don't know. Do I pick what I like, or do I pick what I think the people like?
No, you're supposed to pick what you think everybody else chose.
Moving Pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not what everybody picked.
Tell me it's Hemispheres.
Nope.
Oh, God. Well, I don't know then. I'm out.
Really?
Yeah.
So 2112.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Got 11 votes.
Yep.
Hemisphere got 8. Hold Your Fire got 1. Moving Pictures got 3.
Wow.
Signals got 2. Farewell to Kings got 2. Fire by Night got 1. And then Presto got 1.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool. 2112. Such an iconic album, such a huge turning point in Rush's career. You know, they were just about to be dropped by the record company, you know, after the Caress of Steel tour. And they said, look, you got to stop writing 20-minute songs about, you know, wizards and, you know, instrumentals. We need some, we want, you know, 3-minute radio ready music. This is it. This is your last chance. So, you know, they caved into the pressure, said, yeah, go fuck yourself, and did 2112. You know, they wrote one song that's the whole side of the album. And then look what happened. And from then on, and it was a huge hit, and from then on, they could do whatever they wanted. You know, it was like one of the ballsiest moves in the history of rock and roll. You know, and it paid off. You know.
Yeah, and sometimes it does pay off to not listen to the higher ups, right?
Well, because then they wouldn't be happy for the rest of their career. And how many times have I said happy tonight? Gotta be happy. You know? Right?
That's what I love. I love watching you play your bass in all your videos because you are so happy all the time, and it always just makes me smile. And like you said, smiles are very contagious, and that's just one thing I really love to see. Unfortunately, I've never seen you live, not yet, but that will happen eventually in the future.
Oh yeah.
But your videos just bring me life. It's just so fun to watch you play.
I'm really just, you know, I don't even see the camera. You know, I'm just having fun, making my crazy. I'm like the Joe Cocker of bass, you know? You know, Michael Jordan. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just having fun, you know?
So you said that your favorite Rush album would be called Rush
Hemisphere.
by Night. No.
Oh,
Rush
right,
Night. Rush by Night, Caress 2112, Farewell, Hema Wave Pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite one, from the first one to Moving Pictures. Poof.
Cool. So we're going on about an hour. I wanted to play a little game with you before we start wrapping this up.
Sure.
And if you guys, once again, have questions, please drop them in the comments. I'm trying to keep up with you guys as much as possible. We're going to play a little game called Stump the Bassist who thinks he likes rock and roll, but he's really into country.
Oh, boy. Well, yeehaw. Hey, I was in Florida for 25 years, so I know how to say y'all.
Okay, but actually we'll start with a pretty easy one.
Marsupial.
And this one, I'll give you a clue.
No. You froze up.
Still there?
There you go. Okay, I didn't hear it. You froze up.
There? Okay, no worries. So the first one is a famous movie soundtrack, the theme song to a famous movie. It's not the same one I played yesterday, just in case anybody's wondering. And if you don't get this one, Tim, we are going to be very upset with you, okay? Because this should be your jam. This was released by RCA in 1987, Dirty Dancing. I'm glad that you picked. I knew.
Nobody's going to push a bass player in the corner.
Nobody puts bass in the corner. Nobody. Now, this one, when I was listening to it earlier, it freaked me out because I feel like I've really missed out on something. You should know what this is, and then maybe you can explain the movie to me, too, because I had no idea that this was such an incredible movie, and I can tell just by the cast. So some of these might skip because most of them are like Goodwill purchases, but you know, it's more entertaining that way. Can you tell me about this movie? Why have I not seen this? It says that Eric Clapton in John Entwistle, Paul Nicholas, Jack Nicholson, Pete Townsend, Tina Turner, and The Who is in this movie.
I saw that movie when I was probably like 13, and the contact high was so great that I really don't remember much, except Elton John had like boots that were like this big. It was just really weird. It was really weird. It was like one of those midnight movie theaters. My mom worked at a movie theater, so
cool.
I'd like hang out with my friends, and I'd have to be at the movie theater by like midnight, blah, blah. And then I'd hang out in the back of the movie theater where all the older guys or, people are coming to these midnight movies to watch this. So I got to see like Song Remains the Same. It was really pretty cool. But that was one of the ones. I don't know what it's about, but it was cool. It was entertaining.
I think we need to go back and we need to watch it, and then we'll like reconnect and like give our thoughts. It'll be like a book club, but it's like the movie club, the base
I am
club.
so down with that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, next one. You have 10 seconds to guess who this is, and it's funny because you mentioned him earlier.
Keith Moon was like the Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. You are right. Oh my gosh! So you've got all so far. You've got all three right. We have one more. We're gonna stump you on this one, buddy. Are you ready for the best? I saved the best for last.
I'm ready.
All right, you're doing really good so far. This might skip.
Peter Gabriel? How could I not get that?
Rick James in his prime. Okay, that was great. You got 4 out of 5.
That's not bad.
I'm very proud of you.
Yep.
I'm very proud of you, Tim.
That's good enough for government work.
So does anybody have any more questions? Oh my gosh, we have 217 comments, and I know that I have not gone through all these comments. Wait, Sunshine, tell us about your Michael Jackson behind us. Oh, this?
Oh, look at that.
This is my co-host. And he's actually wearing my NAM badge from this year's NAM. This is my co-host, and I don't know, today we'll call him Fred Jr.
Oh, there you go. Fred Jr.'s got a nice rack. Just saying.
That you need to go 5 minutes with Fred once a week. I think that's a great idea.
I was thinking about giving Fred like an Instagram page or something. Just wondering. Either that
totally
or maybe like a Bumble thing. See if we can hook up. He's looking for some tail, right? Right.
Oh, that's what. Man, did we freeze up on Facebook? That's what you're gonna go do this weekend, though, aren't you? Gonna go find Fred a girlfriend?
Supposedly, it was supposed to happen this week, so I'm hoping. I'm setting up a cage for his
This dude,
lady.
he's been creeping me out the whole interview. How could this lovely co-host be creeping you out? Like, he's the schnitzel.
He's chill. He's totally chill.
I had to move him because I had to set up my my record player for the little game. But this is my little dog for everybody that didn't see him earlier.
Yes.
And he's Tim Starace's favorite fan. Right. Yes.
Aw, look at him.
He's just a little sweetie. He got dressed up for you. He was so excited for our interview today.
I'm very honored.
So what's keeping you busy besides making pedals?
We are working on a new album. New Why Not album. Yep. Billy is feverishly working at getting some new material, and hopefully we're going to start tracking soon. And there's another little project that we're working on, maybe not vinyl, I don't know. Like a EP release maybe or something. We're toying with the idea, but we're going to use this time that we can't do live shows to, you know, we don't want to sit on our laurels. I mean, we put out 2 albums in 2 years. So why not 3 and 3, right?
No, yeah,
You know,
that makes perfect
right.
sense for sure.
That was totally tongue in cheek, right? Yeah. We're really pounding them out. Billy is just like a machine. And when Billy gets started writing, you just can't stop the guy. You know, so.
Now remind me one more time who Billy is. Is that your drummer or your guitar
Billy
player?
Alexander. He's the guitar player, producer. You know, he recorded. You know, I record in my little room. Like I'll record right here. All I do is take one of these pedals, plug my bass into it, and then plug it into my laptop, and that's it. You know, and Billy records in his house. You know, he records and produces. Rocky comes over to his house, and they record in his spare bedroom. And then the drummer goes into a studio. Then Billy mixes it all down, you know, and then we got an album. You know, so we do everything ourselves. You know, it's a lot of work, a lot of hours, you know, but we enjoy it. Yeah, Billy Alexander, and then Rocky Cooner's the vocalist, and she's a multi-instrumentalist. She plays everything. I mean, there's videos of her playing bass, scimitar, drums, guitar. You know, she's incredible. And Mike Hetzel is the drummer we're working with now. He's in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, somewhere around there. And
okay.
He's a cool dude. He's a beast. And we were supposed to be like 7 or 8 shows into it already with him at this point, you know. So, but he, like all of us, we're using the time to just make some new material. It's time for the new album. We were going to wait till next year to do it, but hey, we'll do it now.
Yeah,
you got to zig.
That's great.
You got to zig when they zag. You know, so that's it.
That's how we stay ahead of everybody.
Yeah, well, you stay with them. You know, yeah, you can't sit there and go, "Poor me," you know.
So what's your practice routine for anybody who wants to play just like Tim Starace?
This is embarrassing. I never practice.
Stop it. That's not what
don't.
you tell the people.
I don't. I practice the same way I did when I was 11. Okay? I pick a song and I learn it. And I learn it note for note. And I play it. And then I'll play it over and over and over again. So that's practice. You know, I don't have a technique, you know, where I run scales up and down. Or I sit down for an hour. I don't. You know? When it's time to play, I just play. But that's why I do so many of those little bass videos, you know, because something will catch my ear and I'll go, hey, I want to learn that. You know what I mean? And then I feverishly like put 40 hours into learning this one song, you know? And then I do a video of it. And there's 40 hours of rehearsal, of practice. You know what I mean? So, and it's usually like a different technique that I'm not really great in. You know, so I just do it different, man, you know. But I make it's fun. You know, I'm learning a new song, you know, whether it's Deep Purple or Rush or, you know, the blah, blah, you know, whatever it is. It's just, it's a new song, it's a new technique, it's a new sound. And it incorporates a lot of time and effort. So that's my practice routine. Now, getting ready for a Why Not show, because we never rehearse. We just can't logistically, you know. I'll play the whole 2.5 hour set right here in this room, standing up with the pedals and the keyboards and all that stuff. You know, I'll run the whole show, you know, for weeks before we go out and do shows, you know, and then meet them at the airport. It's the happiest day, you know, because I haven't seen my people in months, you know, and that's what keeps it fresh too, because, you know, if we play once or twice a month, 3 shows, and then go home to our lives, when I see them again at the airport, it's like seeing them again, you know? It's not like we're sick of each other, you know? It's so cool. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, I love you, blah, 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 blah. You know, 4 or 5 days, driving a van, staying in Airbnbs, eating crap, you know? And then we all go home. And then we get to do it again in a month. It's so awesome. It just keeps it fresh. You know? Yeah. And, you know, like for new material, we'll say, all right, how about this show we learn blah, blah, and blah. You know? All right, so we all practice it at home. Sound check. We try it. If it doesn't suck, it's in the set. You know? No one ever got killed by a wrong note. You know?
No, you just got to play it off, you know?
Well, yeah, or whatever. Make a face. You know, big deal. You know, it's a note. You know, there's a lot more coming after it. It's all good. You know.
Yeah, I like that approach. I used to be in a band a while back where we all lived in separate regions too. So we would just like fly in for tours. So you guys are just a strictly touring band then.
Yeah, you know,
right?
Don't get me wrong. I would love to have, the ability to be in a studio with my three favorite people, for 3 weeks, and rehearse and write an album together, write an album, and I would love that. And it's going to happen one day. We're going to be able to do that one day. But until then, we just do it the hard way, like we've done from the beginning, So.
Yeah, no, you're obviously doing that. You're doing something right, because I mean, you guys have so many fans. I was looking at your page earlier, and I don't remember the numbers exactly. Actually, I'll look it up right now. But you guys have a huge fan base, a huge following. You guys have over 23,000 followers. Just on Facebook alone, your subscribers on YouTube. I mean, the numbers there are just amazing. I mean, whatever you guys are doing, you're absolutely doing it right.
It's really cool because like Prog Magazine reviewed both albums. Prog Magazine. And they liked them. We have melody. And they liked us. It's Prog Magazine. You know what I mean? But they dug it. It was great, and, we got a lot of European. And what's unreal is that Billy just did a video. We, made a little video, iMac, iMovie, whatever, for one of our songs off the latest album, Precious Time. And in 5 days, we got over 100, something thousand views on Facebook with it.
Wow.
And we were looking at it and we're like, holy crap, it's like half of them are in Brazil.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's so neat when you can get something that you created and made, with love, when you can get it into that internet Gulf Stream, because that's what it's all about. It's all about just, you pushing stuff out from the shore. And, every once in a while, something will get caught in the Gulf Stream and go, and that's, it's so neat to see that happen and end up somewhere else, where you would never think,
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Awesome. So if we want to support you and everything that you're doing and keep in touch with you and why not? I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but please remind me one more.
That would be whynotband.com, which we have a revamped new website, which is really neat. And I'll say it again, whynotband.com. And we also have an Instagram, a Twitter. Yes, we tweet. What is there another one? I think there's another one.
YouTube.
No,
YouTube.
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel, Why Not. We got a lot of stuff. Google us, check it out. If you like it, you like it. And remember, when you comment on something and there's a reply, it's either me or Billy or Rocky. We talk to you guys, so that's what we love to do. We love to hear from you and we love to interact with you guys, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, every streaming service we're on. And the CDs are on Amazon. They're selling really well, So, I mean, feel free to head on over to Amazon and give us a review, and that's it. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, we got masks. Nice.
Oh,
nice masks.
I don't have one of those.
Well, you will. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting one. That's.
Yeah, we got Why Not masks. We got some cool stuff, but they're on the store, whynotband.com/store. But yeah, crazy.
I'm gonna read a few more of these comments actually before we go, because a lot of people have been hanging out with us for a long time. Let's see. Everybody's talking about the new album. Mike Peace says, is that Mike? I think
Mick
so.
Peace.
Mick,
hey, homie.
a A bass that has a flask built into it would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I personally know Mick Peace, and he ain't kidding. For him, I don't drink.
Yeah, that's my personal demon, and I have been able to battle that for about 30 days now. Woo
woo! Get out of here. Yeah, I'm going on like over a decade sober.
You're my inspiration for life.
The Uncola.
Yeah, we were comparing what we were drinking earlier, and I was drinking water out of a spaghetti jar, and yeah, buddy over here had a
bold ginger ale.
Rod says that Brazilians probably think you're man of La Mancha.
Yeah, that Rod Mujica, that is my childhood friend from kindergarten. He is the guy who will have my back, and I will have his till the end of days.
Oh.
Yep. Rodney is an animal. Big smile on my face. Literally kindergarten until now. You know, we still keep in touch. You know, and he probably kept me alive through a lot of that time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Your high school teacher actually messaged me earlier in the week asking, asking what time you would be coming out, and I was like, man, this dude, he has his high school teacher following him still, and all these people.
He's a bass player. He played bass in a band. He was the coolest dude. He drove a dune buggy with the beer keg for the gas tank. Oh, Mr. Gelman, he's a big old boxer, and he played bass. He's such a cool dude, and it's so cool to still be able to talk to him. And he still plays, man. Bruce.
That's super cool. Oh my God, how funny.
Yeah, he's great. And he's still married to, he's just, him and his wife, they play. She plays keyboards and sing, and he jams on that bass. He's great.
I'm still looking through these comments. My mother showed it to me when I was, Booger. Damn, what's your name? Mike, I think. He changed his name to Booger, and now he can't change it back for 3 months. But I guess he's talking about Tommy, and me and Tim are both gonna watch Tommy. What's today? Monday. So I'll give you through the week, okay, to watch it, and then I expect a 1-page summary, okay?
Well, I do have to do quite a large project for the bass channel. So there's going to be a cool video coming up next month for the bass channel. You guys will see it because I'll plaster it all over the place. But there's going to be a real cool video coming up. I'm doing a collaboration with the bass channel YouTube page. Look them up, go subscribe, and you'll see me there in a week or two.
How fun! Are you doing like tutorials or?
No, they're doing a specialized demo that they thought that I would be specialized at.
Oh, okay.
Not too far of a stretch. You can figure it out.
Well, that's fun. So do you get a lot of people that hit you up to do like collaborations and things like that?
Yeah, I do, and I wish I had the time to give the song. You know, I don't have time to give a project the time it deserves, if that makes any sense. You know, sure. I mean, like when I'm doing why not, I'm like, you know, down to every kick drum and snare, I'm doing something with it. You know, so I would be able to give time. A lot of these collaborations, the time they deserve, and I'd just be phoning it in, and that's just not my style, you know. My dad used to say, "Don't do something half-assed if you could do it whole-assed," you know. So I do it whole-assed.
Whole ass, everybody. No half-assed around here. Right? Oh my God, I definitely won't forget that. So cool, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and Tim Starace for one magical night. And actually, there'll probably be many more, but I had to reel you guys in by saying one night only. Uh, we so far have talked about his background, his history, how he got into music, how he started getting into his basses, his influences, his favorite Rush album, although that's kind of to be debated, right? You have a couple.
But if I had to pick one, it would be Hemispheres. If I had to.
Okay.
If I had to.
We talked about his arsenal of basses, his favorite strings, and all those kinds of things. We are evil twins because we always dress alike, even though we don't plan it. I know you guys wish that you could be like us. We talked about his dream job at Tech New York 21, building
And
pedal.
we saw Fred.
And we saw Fred the Great. Can you give us a little bit of history on Fred?
Fred is an panther chameleon from the Amalobe region of Madagascar. He just turned a year old. He's an incredible specimen who is lit up all the time. As you see, he's really pissed right now. Yeah. You can see he's a little puffaluffagus right now. He's all puffed up, But he's fantastic. We get along great as long as I leave him alone. He eats the best fed crickets this side of the Mason-Dixon line, and I love him dearly, and I can't wait to get him a little lizard tail, and have a bunch of little Freds rolling around,
Are they hard to maintain and handle and all that good stuff?
Well, they have a specific routine that you need to keep them in as far as temperature and humidity. Other than that, once you learn the routine, it's fairly easy, and if you keep them healthy and they're never happy. I mean, they're always happy, right?
Was that a Freudian slip?
No, I meant to do that. Come on, you know my routine by now. Right? Look at Fred. Hey, Fred, got any more of them murder hornets?
Oh my God, he's so beautiful. The colors are just popping.
He is. He's such a good boy. Not. Yeah. So he's real. He's real, folks. No filters. No filters. A lot of people say, "Oh, you got a filter on him when you take the pictures." No, he's a stud. So
I know that's what people tell me too. I'm like, filter? No, I'm just naturally beautiful.
Yeah, you are. I saw you in person. Hey, okay, so this is part of the interview where I ask you some questions, if you don't mind.
Shit! Okay.
What has Sunshine Cantu been up to musically?
Oh, I love this. So I've been working on a couple of different projects. I just out of San Diego, California, and we've been releasing a bunch of singles, and we have another single coming out in 2 weeks. We've already released 2.
Cool.
I'm working with a band out of Portugal called Mulholland.
I saw that project.
They're like
pretty cool.
speed metal.
Yep.
Yeah. And
it was so cool to see you play that.
Yeah, because it's kind of different than what I normally play. And then I'm also working with Blaine Dillinger, which he's the guitarist for a band called Hyrie, but he also has a side project where he brings like a bunch of musicians together.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
And so I've already done so I did a track with him, and then we're going to release another track probably like within a month or so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I've been doing my stuff too, which is the Sunshine Sessions, which is like music that I've had like hidden away in the vault for a while that I'm like finally releasing, so I'm really excited.
Right, that's cool. One thing I noticed about you when I watched you play live, you were so far in the pocket that Link is trying to push you out of the way. You are so there. I mean, you probably find change all the time. But and you're having fun.
Yeah.
And it makes people enjoy it more when you're having fun, because it's honest. You know, so.
Yeah, and
Well,
I think
cool.
that's why we have such great chemistry, because we are, we're exactly alike.
Yeah. Last question. How are you faring with the current situation out there with the fires? Are they close to you? Is it
Oh,
over?
oh, it's not. It's far from being over. I think it's like 250,000 acres that are burning right now. They
Right.
haven't done a mandatory evacuation of Santa Cruz, but they
Right.
have all the mountain towns around me. They've evacuated, but
Okay.
it seemed like this morning when I heard on the news, they said that they don't think we'll have to evacuate. So the only thing is it's super smoky outside. We can't go outside, and we can't open like the doors or the windows, but
Oh,
it's
wow.
really hot because we don't have air conditioning here.
Oh,
So it's
geez.
just like every day it's just like kind of
Ah.
just taking it one day at a time. But I have
Yeah.
Oliver, the 200-pound pig, so it's not like
I
I can just
know.
throw I can't just throw him in the back of the car and take him, so I'm just waiting.
All right.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hey, they said you're the lizard king over here.
I tried. Hold on. There you go, Fred. Go, go, go. Climb the tree. Go, go, go. There you go. Freddy on the tree. All right. So, we had a wonderful evening.
Yes, thank you so much.
Fred and myself are honored to be part of Mixtape Monday with Sunshine Cantu. And we should do this again.
Yes, we have to so much. I love you, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for being such a great friend to me as well. And just in general, being a great inspiration to so many people out there.
Well, thank you so much.
So until next time, I hope everybody out there smiles, keep a very positive attitude, and please be kind, because you never know what battles other people might be fighting within themselves.
So freaking true.
So until next time, we'll see you later. I love you, Tim.
Love you too, Sunshine. Have a
Bye.
wonderful evening, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with us, and we're going to do this again.
Bye, guys.
And you stay safe, you and them critters. Okay?
I will. Promise.
Okay.
See you next
Bye.
time.